Before we jump into this list, let me tell you one thing. Minecraft is a game that looks simple on the surface, but underneath it hides layers of randomness that most players never fully realize. Some mobs are so rare that even veteran players with thousands of hours will never encounter them naturally. So stay until the end, because some of these spawn chances are so low they barely feel real. Let's start with baby pandas. On paper, they don't sound that rare, but when you think about how uncommon panda biomes already are, things change. Only about 5% of pandas spawn as babies, which means you can wander jungles and bamboo forests for hours without seeing one. When you finally do, it feels special because you know the game rolled the dice in your favor, even if just slightly. Then there's the brown panda, which is where Minecraft genetics really start to get weird. Brown pandas don't just spawn randomly. They require a very specific genetic combination from their parents. The chance of a brown panda spawning is about 0.025%, meaning roughly 1 in 4,000 pandas. Many players only ever see one in screenshots or videos, never in their own worlds. The pink sheep is a classic example of Minecraft rarity. A naturally spawning pink sheep has about a 0.164% chance to appear, or roughly 1 in 600 sheep. That doesn't sound terrible, until you realize how many white sheep you've slaughtered without ever seeing pink. When you finally spot one in the wild, it almost feels like a glitch. Screaming goats are another subtle rarity. Only around 2% of goats are screaming goats, and they behave differently from normal ones. They're louder, more aggressive, and way more chaotic. If you've ever been launched off a mountain unexpectedly, chances are you met one of these rare variants. Baby zombies are next, and anyone who's been chased by one knows how memorable they are. Only about 5% of zombies spawn as babies, making them relatively rare but extremely noticeable. Their speed alone makes them feel unfair, which is probably why players remember every encounter so vividly. Skeleton horses don't spawn like normal mobs at all. They appear during thunderstorms as part of a skeleton trap event, and even then, the chance is under 1% per lightning strike. Many players go years without ever seeing one naturally, especially if they don't spend much time during storms. Then we reach the brown mushroom. This one requires an already rare red mushroom to be struck by lightning. Since lightning itself is random and mushroom biomes are limited, the effective spawn chance is around 0.0008%. Most players will never see this happen outside of controlled experiments. Charged creepers are another lightning-based rarity. A creeper must be hit directly by lightning to become charged. The chance of this happening naturally is below 0.01%. When you finally encounter one, it feels dangerous and exciting, especially because of its unique ability to drop mob heads. Baby zombie villagers push rarity further. First, the zombie has to be a villager, which is already uncommon. Then, only about 5% of those spawn as babies. Combined, the chance sits around 0.25% of zombie spawns, making them far less common than normal villagers or baby zombies alone. Zombie jockeys add another layer of chaos. This is when a zombie spawns riding another mob, usually a chicken. The chance is about 0.05%. It's rare enough that many players remember the exact moment they first saw one, because it looks so absurd. Skeleton jockeys work similarly, with a skeleton riding a spider. The chance is roughly 1% of spider spawns, making it rare but still possible if you explore caves long enough. They're dangerous early game and surprisingly intimidating when they drop on you from above. If that skeleton jockey also spawns with a potion effect, things become truly rare. The chance drops to about 0.001%. These mobs hit harder, move faster, and feel completely unfair, which makes them unforgettable. Blue axolotls are infamous across the Minecraft community. They have a spawn chance of 0.083%, or 1 in 1,200. Many players breed axolotls for hours or days without ever seeing one, making it one of the most frustrating rare mobs to obtain legitimately. Endermites are unusual because they don't spawn naturally at all. They only appear when throwing an ender pearl, with a 5% chance per throw. That means you can throw dozens of pearls and never see one, making them rare in a completely different way. The Johnny Vindicator is a special case because it doesn't really spawn on its own. This mob only becomes Johnny when a player renames a Vindicator using a name tag. Without direct player interaction, the spawn chance is basically zero, which makes it one of the rarest variations you'll ever see in a normal survival world. Zombie villager chicken jockeys stack multiple layers of randomness. You need a zombie villager, it needs to spawn as a jockey, and the mount needs to be a chicken. The estimated chance is around 0.012%, which is already absurdly low. Baby zombie villager jockeys push this even further. Now the zombie must also be a baby. With all conditions combined, the probability drops to roughly 0.001%. At this point, most players will never encounter one naturally. Some mobs can spawn wearing fully enchanted diamond armor. While technically possible, the chance is around 0.0001% depending on difficulty. Seeing one feels almost unreal because of how stacked the odds are against it. And now we reach what many consider the rarest naturally possible mob in Minecraft, the baby zombie villager chicken jockey. This combines villager status, baby form, jockey spawn, and chicken mount selection. The estimated chance is around 0.0000007%, roughly 1 in 140 million. And finally, the theoretical nightmare. A baby zombie villager chicken jockey wearing fully enchanted diamond armor. According to the game's mechanics, this mob is technically possible, but the odds are so astronomically low that it may never have spawned in any real survival world. It's the ultimate example of Minecraft's hidden randomness. And that's what makes Minecraft special. It's not just about building huge structures or exploring endless worlds, but about the hidden randomness working quietly in the background. The idea that somewhere out there, in some forgotten survival world that no one has logged into for years, one of these incredibly rare mobs might exist right now, alive, untouched, and completely unnoticed. A single roll of the dice that almost never happens, frozen in time. Minecraft isn't just a game you play. It's a world that keeps moving, calculating, and generating stories even when you're not looking. And knowing that these rare moments can happen at any time is what keeps people coming back, year after year. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Minecraft's hidden rarity, feel free to leave a like, share your own rare encounters in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.